Happy Monday, folks. Welcome back to The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. I'm your host, Travis, and today's stories are crawling with paranoia, secret screenings, and international terror. Let's get in. First up, horror is going full infestation mode with LICE, a new parasite-driven horror flick that just hit the Cannes market and begins shooting this week in Canada. Described as The Breakfast Club meets Lord of the Flies, but with lice. The film is set during a deadly outbreak in a 1980s Long Island high school. How come they couldn't film this in Long Island? The military locks down the campus, and soon the itch-crazed students turn violent in a desperate struggle for survival. Starring Emile Hirsch as a burnout science teacher, Justin Long as an overwhelmed principal, and Kevin Connolly as a frantic detective trying to stop the spread, LICE is being produced through Connolly's new Action Park Productions. Director Jonathan Bimison promises a pulpy throwback with 80s flair, body horror, and total chaos. Think The Faculty, but messier and itchier. So, here's my question for you guys. Could you survive an outbreak of mind-alternating lice with gym class on your schedule? Let me know your thoughts on this story and the conversation ahead. All right, next up, this is for my people out in Arizona horror fans. You've got a date with mystery. Harkins Theatres is back with its secret cinema experience today, Monday, May 19th. The concept is simple. Show up, pay $5, and watch a horror movie that no one knows until the title begins. This month's installment is rated R, and according to insiders, not for the faint of heart. Previous screenings have included sneak peeks of major studio horror films and indie gems ahead of release. Participating theaters across Arizona include Arizona Mills, Arrowhead, Camel View, and more. It's a gamble, but for $5 and a thrill, you might just find your new favorite tradition. So, here's my question to you. Would you walk into a horror movie completely blind? Or do you need to know what's stalking you first? Let me know your thoughts, and if you got $5 I can borrow in the stories and comments ahead. And finally, and truly, my most didn't see this story coming for the month, 1978. The supernatural bloody horror film from the Onetti brothers has been acquired by HBO Max for Latin America and is stacking up deals worldwide after a very good killer festival run. Set during Argentina's 1978 World Cup, the story follows a group of kidnapped youth taken to a clandestine destination or detention center during the country's military dictatorship. But when supernatural forces awaken, the torturers realize they abducted the wrong people, a cult with dark, otherworldly power. It's a historical horror hybrid drawing comparisons to The Devil's Backbone and The Night of the Twelfth, blending real-life trauma with paranormal vengeance. Too many of these words. The film stars Agustin Pradella, Mario Alarcón, Carlos Bartolupi, and screenings were Stygius, Screamfest, and dozens more. You know, we talked about 1978 all last year. Black Mandalay and the Onettis have been sending us stuff forever. So this was truly something to see. But now with global distribution in place, 1978 looks poised to become a nice little international cult hit. So, does horror grounded in real historical trauma hit harder than your standard supernatural fare? Let us know what you think about this story with 1978 hitting HBO Max in the comments. Today's take. What do today's stories tell us? Horror is thriving at every level, from blood-soaked 80s high school chaos to global genre storytelling rooted in history and politics. And while major players like HBO Max are backing international horror, local theaters like Harkins are giving fans live thrills with no safety net. It's a good time to be scared, whether you're walking in blind or scratching your scalp during the credits. If you're listening to this episode on Spotify, make sure you answer today's Spotify poll question. That's it for today's episode of The Final Cut. Be sure to follow us at HMUNCUT on all platforms. If you're following me on X at Travis Nyquil, make sure to hit up that Patreon for exclusive giveaways, contests, early access. Just search Horror Movies Uncut. You guys know the drill. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, keep the lights on.